Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're back over on the test server because we have a new hero that I never saw any mail about it. So it was one of those weird ones where we didn't actually get any mail talking about the update or anything like that. So I don't know if there was any other changes that came with it. I'll keep digging and see if we can find out more. But it just happened that basically this one, if I look at the mail, the one that says that there was hot fixes and stuff, and I checked them, there was this one 4 days ago with patch notes, but it doesn't have anything about it. So I'm not really sure where it came from, but it's in the game now, so who cares? Let's check it out. It is going to be Wukong, the Monkey King. So it's actually it's a nice rendition of Wukong. I do like it. I don't know what it reminds me of. The first thing I thought of was Infernape from Pokemon. Like that just was the first thing that struck my mind. But I feel like there's other Wukongs it looks more like. But you know, it's a nice looking Wukong. Let's go through his abilities because that's what it's all about, and he looks pretty nice. Yet again, every new hero they put in it looks nice. Like he doesn't look completely game breaking, but if you want to target him, if you're a whale and you want to test him, I think he's going to be really nice. Just some of his we'll go through it. So his ultimate Cloud Clones, I just find this to be a really fun ability. I really enjoy this type of ability. So Wukong disappears from the battlefield after summoning 3 clones of himself. Once all of the clones have disappeared from the battlefield, the original Wukong will return to it. Cloud clones are able to use Wukong's second ability, we'll call it that, as well as his normal attacks. Clones possess 90% of the original Wukong stats, however, they will receive 220% damage dealt from enemy attacks. So they're pretty much going to be dealing, each one of them is going to be dealing 90% of his damage. So that's really nice. You're going to get a huge damage increase out of it because you're essentially doing about 3 times the damage when you have 3 of them up. However, they're taking massive damage, which means they'll probably die pretty quick. But at least you get that damage buff while it's happening, and obviously he's not taking any damage while it happens. They die, he comes back, and he hasn't taken any damage. So it's really nice. I really do like that ability. It looks fun as well, so pretty pumped. I'd love to pull one of him just to play around with, but this is going to be one of those heroes where I really think you're going to need multiple copies. You're going to need him well ascended to actually get any functionality out of him because he doesn't really have solid CC. And he's there for the damage and to survive, and he's not going to do that at elite. Anyway, bludgeon skill 2. Wukong uses his rod to bludgeon his enemies, dealing 180% area damage to them. So it's a nice AoE, which means when he's got 3 of them, he's doing this AoE 3 times. It's nice. This ability also deals damage that is equal to 8% of his enemy's current health value. So, if they got high health, it's going to be doing a good chunk extra. And think about it, when he goes into his clone forms and he's doing this 3 times, each of them dealing 8% of the total health, it's going to be not bad. When there are no enemies nearby, Wukong will travel towards his enemies upon a cloud and proceed to attack them with range. Within range. Okay, I brutalized that. But if there's no enemies in range, he jumps on a cloud, floats over to them, and attacks them. There we go, got it done. And skill ups, the ability cannot be dodged. That's nice if you're fighting in Kaz or something like that. That's really annoying. And then the skill ups are just damage. They're very basic skill ups on these. There's not much goodness in them, but yeah. Not a bad attack. It's an AoE, does good percentage of max current HP damage. And obviously when you got the clones, it's going to be really nice. Falling Fury. Wukong throws his rod into the air so that it falls down upon the most densely concentrated area of enemies on the battlefield. I love this ability the way it attacks the densely populated areas of the battlefield, meaning you're going to hit the most enemies possible. I really like that sort of thing. I think that's just really smart to put in. Really like it. Dealing 270% area damage to them. Enemies that were successfully struck by the rod will lose 100 haste points for 8 seconds. Once again, really nice. Becomes a pretty decent multiplier at 330 with skill ups for an AoE that's going to just always focus the most enemies it can hit. I think it's good, nice ability. And the haste reduction is something that's really overlooked. Like when you're slow, it's the worst. Moving on to Foresight. I really like this passive. Wukong is able to predict when his enemies will use control effects against him and will momentarily disappear from the battlefield to evade the attack and summon a cloud clone in his original position. The summoned clone shares the same attributes as Wukong's cloud clones and can be summoned once every 11 seconds. So basically, if he's going to get CC'd, he disappears, a clone comes out, so it's dealing 10% less damage than he would have, but it's basically, it's not him, so he doesn't get CC'd, and then he doesn't take any of that damage. So the clone just cops some more damage, dies, and then he comes back in. That's why I'm thinking this guy, really highly ascended, is going to be amazing, because he's going to have this ability, which once maxed out is every 9 seconds. He's going to disappear. It'll be interesting to see how the cooldown works with this. Whether it's the 9 seconds starts when he comes back, or once he disappears and the clone comes out. Because if it's when he disappears, he could just be gone the whole battle, and it could just be clones, and he just never gets struck or CC'd. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's go to Test Hero and check out some animations for him, because he looks really nice. That was that big pole that drops down. That's him flying on his cloud, and he just starts beating. I just really want to see him turn into the multiple and start hitting dudes, because it's really sweet. Yeah, here you go. And they all fly around, and see how they split up for that one enemy. So depending on the battle, he's going to split up, and his clones are going to attack different enemies, or they can attack the same. And look at them doing that. When they all do that big stick attack, remember that's going to be an AoE. All of them doing it AoE, and it's going to make enemies lose 8% of their current HP. Not max HP, current, but still it's going to be a good extra chunk of damage on top of the basic multiplier that it already is. So I feel like you're going to absolutely monster, especially high HP enemies. So, you know, if he pops his ultimate and then kills an enemy and just floats over to a max HP enemy, like, those clones are going to absolutely shred them to pieces. Like, it's going to be sweet. He is a strength unit, so he's a plate wearing unit. So if we take a look at his stats, so the 51,700 attack base, because you really want some decent attack. Let's compare it to Athalia. So 52, so it's not too bad attack, really. Let's take a look at Belinda. 58. So yeah, it's like, when you compare it to Athalia, it's not bad. Athalia just has really good scaling. Let's take a look at Gwyneth. I think Gwyneth's the highest at 59. So yeah, you're losing about 5%, maybe 6%. Don't quote my math on what Gwyneth is, but like, it's still a decent base attack when you compare it to something like a Lucius at 45 or something like that. So his offensive stats are not too bad in the attack, so hopefully he will be able to do some decent damage, because the multipliers aren't bad either. So really nice hero. Looking forward to seeing him in the game, but once again, he's not one I'm really going to stress too much about summoning when it comes to live servers, because like I said, it's going to be a case of you either stargaze or wail for him, otherwise you pretty much got no hope. So while we're here, let's do a couple temples. Let's see if we can pull one and then actually test him. If not, we can always try him in Labyrinth, but I'm not too stressed about that. Okay, this would be nuts if we actually got him to test. Nah, missed it. Another Chimera for this account. Like, I mean, I barely play this, but I mean, for when we do new voyages and stuff, it might be nice. Maybe we just go. No, let's go Librarians. I think I was building Lucius on this thing. Who knows? Forks, okay. That can help us out at some stage, I guess. Maybe, kind of, not-ish. We'll see. Man, let's spam these singles. Let's just do it. Let's do it and get them out of the way. No, because that was painful. Ooh, okay, now we're going to do it. Now we're going to spam them singles. Okay, Tassie. Maybe I should start playing this account a bit more, so I'm further progressed to test more of the events. Or maybe we could just get a second from these single summons. Maybe single summons is a new thing. It could be what we're doing now. From here on in, single summons. I'm going to say not now. I'm going to say not. Hey, not bad blue rates though. Not bad blues. Another blue. Can we end it up with a Wukong? Rip. Oh well. That not too bad, but for small sample size. But once again, that is going to be it for the Wukong. Absolutely pretty cool. Like, I love like this whole Wukong thing. So I reckon he's an awesome looking hero. I just like it. And to me, this skill where he makes clones, it's up there with the sort of the Keltha coming back to life and all that sort of stuff. It's those fun mechanics that I just think really add to the game. So I'm pumped for this coming to the game. I can't wait to see it. That's going to be for this one, guys. If I find more patch notes, more info about the patch notes, I'll be sure to make a video about it. But like I said, he just sort of popped up in the game, and that's pretty much what happened. So that's going to be for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.